afternoon and welcome back to my channel. I'm Sussex Sandra. Welcome to any new people if it's your first time here watching my channel. For those of you who don't know, I'm a woman of a certain age group, so I'm in my late 40s. What is unusual is that I have got extremely oily skin. So when I say oily skin, I mean skin that breaks out in oil within an hour, 2 hours of wearing makeup, or just from washing my face, really. So one of the things I like to do is to try out foundations that particularly claim to have a mattifying effect or long wearing effect, or are suitable for combination oily skins. There are plenty of them out there who make these claims, but how successful they are at performing that function is another matter. Today I'm going to be trying out a new foundation that has launched in the UK this week, and it's by Bare Minerals. So this is it. It is the Bare Minerals Barepro Performance Wear Liquid Foundation. It's a damn long title, but that's it. This is the bottle. Okay, this is it. I've got this in the shade 29, which is Truffle. I was colour matched in store. There are about 4, I would say, deep skin shades, and of the 4, most of them are actually quite red undertone, or they look to be quite red undertone. This is number 29. I tried shade 27, too light, 28, again too light and also a little bit too red. I tried shade 30, which is the darkest shade, by the way, and that was too dark and too red. So I settled for this one. So it wasn't a perfect colour, but it was the closest in store in their lighting to my shade. So that's this one I went for. Okay, so in the UK, this product costs, let's get it right, it costs £29. So, you know, it's a high-end price foundation, but it's what we kind of expect for this kind of product. You get 30 mils, is that right? Yeah, you get normal 30 mils in the bottle, 1 fluid ounce, and it comes with a pump. Oh yes, excellent. So it comes with a pump, so easy to use. So this foundation, like most of the products from Bare Minerals, it claims to be cruelty-free, which I know they are because most of Bare Minerals products tend to be cruelty-free. It claims to be really good for the skin, because one of the things about Bare Minerals products is that they always claim that their products are so good that you can sleep in it. So that's what they claim with the powder foundations. I'll put the link to my powder foundations reviews up here. Now with this, it comes in 30 shades, as I said. I've got number 29, which is the second to deepest shade. As I said, there's about, I'd say 4 deep skin shades. Hopefully you can see that. So the shade I'm wearing is lined, and you can see there's about 4 shades before that. That would cover sort of deeper skin tones. Okay, there's a good skin shade selection, so you should be able to find something near to your skin colour. They could probably go again another couple of shades darker to get those people who are much more deeper skin toned, but they're getting there, so we'll give them that. Okay, so what they claim with this foundation, I mean, it's got a lot of claims, by the way. 1 drop will give you medium coverage, 2 drops will give you full coverage, and 2+ drops will give you super full coverage. So that's what that's what they claim. They say the finish is naturally matte, which is all good. It's around the clock coverage, so they're claiming 24-hour breathable, which is good, breathable full coverage, which is powered by some product called Mineral Lock. So the Mineral Lock is some sort of bamboo stem extract for a naturally matte, soft focus finish, while papaya enzymes gently improve skin's texture, both immediately and over time. So basically they're saying that the more you wear the foundation, the better your skin will look. So it's going to improve your skin over time. And it says that it won't clog pores, which is all good. It says that it has SPF 20, which is good. So I'm going to be doing a flash picture to see if there's any flashback when we take the picture. It's supposed to be heat, humidity, water and sweat resistant. If this foundation does all of those things, it's going to become my new favourite. I'm telling you now. 30 shades, as we've said. There you go. Time now is just after midday, so it's 12:15 now. My intention is to wear this foundation for most of the day, so I'm going to try and give it a good 6 to 8 hours wherever I can. I've got loads of household chores to do, so I've already started my clothes washing. You know how it goes. I've got to change beds, clean the house, all this sort of thing. So I'll be moving about, I'll be active, and it's also a very warm day today down here. It's about 26 degrees centigrade, which is, I don't know what it is in Fahrenheit. I think it's about 80 degrees. No, probably not. So without further ado, let's crack on and do this. So I've already primed my skin, so I've used my usual primer, which I use every time I'm testing out a foundation. So this is the Becca Evermatte Poreless Primer. This is the only primer I know and trust that will control the oils on my skin, because as I said, I have got very oily skin. So this is the primer. I've already used concealer, which I've used today, the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. So I am going to crack on and do this. Now, application wise, the foundation was promoted with a brush, which they did try to upsell to me in the store. It's a brush that's got a curved brush angled thing like that, so it's like that. It's supposed to mimic the shape of your finger, but I have looked at some of the fellow YouTubers from America who've had this product a lot longer than we have. They've had it for about a month before we received it over here, and I've looked at some of their reviews, and quite a few of them are saying that the brush isn't all that. It's actually quite streaky, so they've been using their sort of kabuki brushes, their flat top brushes, and their beauty blenders to apply the foundation. So that's what I'm going to be doing today. I'm going to be using my Sigma F80, tried and tested, all good. And just in case, I've also got a damp beauty blender with me as well. Okay, what I'll probably do is, excuse me, next door's drilling. Typical, isn't it? So what I'll probably do, I'll do half my face in the beauty blender, half my face with the Sigma F80. Okay, right, let's do this. So let's give this a shake. I'm going to do the brush first, so let's do this. So let's do one, oops. Okay, that's one pump. Okay, so it looks like that. Oh, this colour's got, yeah, this colour's going to be fine, because I'm in natural daylight now. This colour's going to be fine. Blends out very easily, no problems there at all. Feels very light, and the consistency, I didn't really show it to you there, I'll show it in the next pump, is actually very thin and watery. So for something like that, I don't expect, a foundation that's actually quite thin and watery, I don't usually expect full coverage, but that's just one pump on my face, and you can see already that it's actually looking pretty good already. Color match is perfect. Not covering up all of my blemishes, so I'm saying this is a light to medium coverage at the moment. Okay, so let's do another pump. Let me put this on the back of my hand so you can see what the consistency is like. So you can see that's quite thin and it's running down my hand. Okay, so this is pump 2. Very happy with this coverage, and honestly, if this foundation performs, I'm going to be so happy, because it's light. It really does feel like I'm not wearing anything. You know, normally with full coverage foundations, you know, the Estee Lauder Double Wear, the Kat Von D, Lock-It Tattoo, the Urban Decay All Nighter foundation, they look and they feel heavy, and they give you maximum coverage, and I actually don't like wearing foundations like that. I wear the Double Wear because it does give full coverage, but I don't enjoy wearing it because it is uncomfortable, and I know I have it on. Okay, so I've got 2 pumps there on my face, on that side of my face. So look at that side of my face and then compare it with this side. So you can see the colour match is perfect. Coverage, I would definitely say, is medium coverage at this stage. So that's 2 pumps, and I'm saying medium to full, more on the medium at the moment. But very happy with how it looks so far. So I'm going to do the other side with the beauty blender. So we've got the beauty blender here. This is already damp. 1 pump. Right, let's bounce. Okay, so with the beauty blender, I'd say the coverage is exactly the same as with the brush, so I don't think there's any difference there at all with the brush. Okay, so that's good. I'll do another pump. Okay, so in total I've got 4 pumps on my face. I'm actually very happy with the coverage. It looks good. It's still drying down, and I can feel that it's drying down. The coverage on this side, because it's been on a bit longer, it's definitely drying down to a natural matte finish. But colour is fantastic, perfect match for me. So just to remind you, it was shade 29 I'm wearing. So for those of you who've got similar colouring to me, I wear in Bare Minerals powder foundations, I wear Neutral Dark 24. In Becca, I wear Mink. In the Estee Lauder Double Wear, I wear between Sandalwood and Truffle. I kind of go between the two. For those of you who want to compare, those are the shades that I wear. But yeah, I can see, as you can see, it's drying down. It's drying down nicely. And as I said, it feels really good. So I'm going to finish the rest of my makeup and I'll come back to you in a moment. So I'm back, makeup is done. As you can see, the foundation has dried down to a beautiful natural finish. I did finish my face with a little bit of a dusting of powder. And to be honest, it didn't actually need that much powder on it, because normally I feel like I have to set a foundation down. But this dried down to a comfortable natural finish. It wasn't like super dried out matte, it was just a comfortable matte. But because I know I have got excessively oily skin, I did feel like I had to put a little bit of a dusting on something. So all I did, literally, I just put on the Maybelline Fit Me Matte Poreless powder in the colour 360 Mocha. So I put that on. If you want to know what other products I'm wearing a couple of Bare Minerals products. So on the lip I'm wearing this. It's a, look at the box, it's a Bare Minerals Statement Matte Lipstick, liquid lipstick, so it's obviously a matte, and the colour I've got this in is Devious, so that's what I'm wearing on my lips. The other Bare Minerals product I'm wearing is their blush, mineral powder blush, and I'm wearing Golden Gate, so it looks like this. So that's Golden Gate on my cheeks there. Highlight I'm wearing is the Becca Christy Teigen collection. So I'm wearing the Champagne Pop within this. So let's open this up so I can show you. So I'm wearing that as my highlight. I put a little bit too much on the tip of my nose there, but hey, there you go. On my eyes, eyeshadows, I'm using the Tarteist Pro palette here. So I've just got a range of colours in this Tarteist Pro. So that's it. So that's my face at the moment. So time now is, let me show you the times, get the clock app up. Now it is, hope you can see that, it's 20 to 1. So my intention is to come back to you within the next 6 to 8 hours. But if the foundation starts to get excessively oily and greasy, I will come back before then, because that means I'm going to want to take it off. But they are saying that it's controlling your oil for 24 hours. Let's see. All right, I'll see you later. Have a good day. Bye. Good evening and welcome back. So I'm here to give my final thoughts and review of the foundation I was testing today, and it's the new product by Bare Minerals, and it's called the Bare Minerals Barepro Performance Wear Foundation, liquid foundation. So there you go, this is the bottle, and I was wearing the colour Truffle 29 today. So I've been wearing the foundation for about 7 hours. So there's the time now, so you can have a look. Hope you can see that okay. 7:20, yeah. So it was about 12:30 when I first applied it, and I've been wearing it for about 7 hours. I wanted to give the foundation a good all-day wear test. Now, when I do my review of my foundations that I'm testing out, I test it out based on a system I have. So my system is called TOPS, and that means the TOPS stands for, T stands for transfer, does the foundation transfer, O is for oil control, P is for performance, so does the foundation melt, fade or separate. The second P is for the price, is it good value for money, and the S is for the shade selection. Okay, so let's go through this. So obviously you can see oil on my face. Now this foundation, I want to just go through the benefits of this and what they claim the benefits are. So let me just bring this up on my phone. So they say the foundation is 24-hour long wear. It has a natural matte finish. It did have a very natural matte finish when I first applied it earlier on this afternoon. and it actually lasted for quite a long time. I still had a very natural finish for me for a good, say, 4 hours. I only started to notice the oil breakthrough about, say, 4 o'clock. So it was after about yeah, it was about after 4 hours, and I started to notice the oil breakthrough. But it wasn't too much. It's literally in the last hour and a half when the oil has really come through. And you're probably seeing it at its worst now because I'm actually using ring lights now. The evenings are drawing in, so it's a lot darker in the room now, so I'm using a ring light. And then, as you know, ring lights make everything shine and the light bounces off any oils on the face. So the other claims it has is that it blurs pores and imperfections. It promotes improved skin texture. So that's after you wear the foundation for a period of time. It's oil-free, paraben-free, sulfate-free and fragrance-free. It's non-comedogenic, so it doesn't block pores. Hyperallergenic, so it's not going to cause any allergic reactions. It's been tested by a dermatologist, designed for all skin types. Provides SPF 20 non-chemical mineral-based sun protection, 30 meticulously calibrated shades, sweat resistant, water resistant, humidity resistant and heat resistant. I did test all of that today because I've been at home for all of the day and I've just been doing chores and stuff, and it was actually a very warm day down here in Sussex. It got to about 25 degrees centigrade, so I did sweat, and at one point I did feel sweat dripping down my face. So I will be looking to see if any of the foundation has faded on my face, and when I looked earlier on, I didn't see any fading at all. So hopefully, cross fingers, it's going to be okay. Transfer resistant, yeah, that's always a test. And it does not ash or grey on dark or deep skin tones. I can testify to that because there was no ashiness when I applied the foundation. And for them to actually put that down, they know they must have tested it to do that. What I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be using my trusted blotting sheets. So when I use the blotting sheets, I test to see what how much oil is absorbed in the blotting sheets, and to see if any foundation transfers onto the blotting sheet at all. The worst foundation I ever used 5 of these blotting sheets, and it totally absorbed all the oil. It was just soaked in oil. And the best foundations tend to use 2 to 2.5 sheets of. Because I am a very oily person, I am always going to produce oil. I don't expect any foundation, I mean any foundation, to stop my skin from producing oil. I don't think that would be healthy. So it's just a case of like how much oil. So because this foundation has so many claims, I'm hoping that it's going to be no more than 2 or 3 of these sheets. So let's do the first test, shall we? So sheet 1. Okay, so that's sheet 1. So there's oil and foundation, which is what I expect when I get oily. So that's sheet 1. Sheet 2. Sheet 2, oil and foundation on there. Sheet 3. So that's about half a sheet there of oil and foundation. So there we go, we've got 2.5 sheets there of oil and foundation. So that is actually a very good performing foundation. So let me do that on the score. So each of the categories, I marked them out of 10. So for transfer, well, obviously there was foundation transfer on that. So I think out of 10, I'm going to give that an 8 out of 10 because there was transfer. For oil control, you know, 2.5 sheets, that's not bad again. So I'm going to give that another 8 out of 10. So performance, I'm looking for fading and see if the foundation has separated at all or melted on my face. So now that I've taken on all the oil off, I'm having a look around my face. So there's a little bit of fading here. So I don't know if that's fading or if that's a contour. No, that's definitely fading along here. So that's fading there. Fading along my forehead. And well, that's just a bit of lipstick down there. I've been eating and drinking obviously lunch and dinner, so yeah, there's some lipstick down there. How that got there I do not know. Yeah, so there's some light fading, particularly on this side of my face. So I'm assuming I must have touched my face at some point today, which wouldn't surprise me because I do talk with my hands, in case you hadn't noticed. So I think for performance, it hasn't, it's been fading, but it hasn't melted and it hasn't separated. So I am going to give this foundation another 8 out of 10 for performance. Price, now the price of this foundation in the UK is £29, so that will compare to something like Estee Lauder Double Wear. What else is there? There's other foundations, the Lancome Teint Idol, that's £32. Most of the high-end foundations, they range between, I'd say, £28 to £35. So I say it's at the lower end of the high-end foundations, ones you find in department stores and so on. So I say it's good value for what it is. So again, I'm being a bit boring here. I'm going to give it another 8 out of 10 for the price, because I think it's actually a good price, and I'm already thinking that I will buy this foundation again. And for shade selection, well, there's 30 shades in the whole range, which is a good selection of shades. Yes, as usual, there's a lot of the light to creamy beigey colours. There's always a lot in those shades, but there's a good amount of colours for the deeper, darker skin tones. I still think they could have gone darker still, at least another 2 shades darker than the shade I've got, because I was in shade number 29, Truffle. There's a shade above mine, number 30, and that's the deepest shade. What I did like is that most of the shades did have quite red undertones, but my shade was described as dark deep with neutral undertones, and it is dark deep with neutral undertones. It's not red at all, it's not too yellow, it's actually a perfect shade for my skin. As you probably saw when I applied the foundation this morning, and you can still see it now on my, comparing it to my neck and my shoulders. The foundation didn't oxidize at all. The colour was true all day. So I think for shade selection, I'm actually going to give this a 9 because it's not bad. So don't ask me what the score is. So I did 4 8s. What's that? What's 4 8s? 32 plus 9, so that's 41. So that's 41 out of 50. That's a pretty high performing foundation for me. Anyway, I think that is really, really good. The other thing I really want to say about this foundation as well, which is one of the reasons why I will buy this foundation again, and I'll probably continue to wear this foundation for the rest of the summer into autumn and winter, is that the foundation felt really light. All my other foundations that work really well for me, they do feel quite, not heavy, but I can feel them on my face. This one, it performed as well as I expect a foundation to perform for me, and it didn't feel heavy at all. I only started to become aware of it when the oil started to produce, and that's really in the last couple of hours. So for me, this is a good performing foundation for us oily skinned people, and I am going to emphasize that, for us oily skinned people, because we have trouble with any foundation holding back our oils for 2 hours. So if a foundation can do 4 hours, it's pretty good going, and they're the kind of foundations we go for. And I think this foundation has done really, really well. I really like this foundation, so I'm definitely giving it a double thumbs up. One thumb, because I've got my other hand holding this. I'm definitely giving it a thumbs up for this. I think it's a really good foundation, and I would recommend it if you have got very oily skin like myself. Okay, tell me what you think. Have you got hold of the foundation yet? If you have, what do you think of it? And after watching my video, are you considering buying it? And if so, tell me why. Now let me know down below. And if you have any other suggestions for foundations you'd like me to try out, please let me know as well. A foundation that I'm going to be getting hold of soon is the one in the Body Shop. It's a matte clay foundation, so I am going to give that a try. I've been a bit concerned about the colour, because the deepest colour, I did look inside the store yesterday, and the deepest colour didn't look like it would be deep enough, but I'm going to give it a go. What I'll probably do is buy the shade adjuster with it, just in case I do need to darken it. So I do want to remind you of the giveaway I'm doing at the moment. So I'm doing a giveaway. Once I get to 350 subscribers, I'd like to give away a gift box as a thank you for the people who have subscribed and followed me from the beginning. So the giveaway is for 350 subscribers, and it's a beauty box, and I've got various things in there. I think I've got a good selection of goodies in there for skin, hair, makeup, a wide range of products in there. If the box, it's an international giveaway as well. So yeah, 350 subscribers. All you have to do to enter is to subscribe to this channel, follow me on Instagram or Twitter, and ask me a question about me. And I know I'm not the most interesting person on the planet, but you know, it'd be nice to just have engage and have a conversation with you. So what I'll probably do is do a get ready with me, and I will ask the questions that I've been asked whilst I'm doing my get ready with me. So when I get to 350 subscribers, I'll do the I'll announce the winner on Instagram, and we'll go from there. Okay, so take care. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up down below, and if you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Just subscribe down below. If you press a little bell next to the subscribe button, it will notify you when I do my next upload. All right, take care. See you soon. Bye.